Well, just in time for the holidays and all of that holiday shopping, we have a few tips for you out there. And of course, one of our gurus of tips on safety is one of our very own Greeley Police Department officers, and that is Officer Andrew Bird. Great to have you here,
Thank
Officer
you.
Bird.
Thank you so much.
All right, so as I mentioned, we're coming into the holidays and everybody's going to be out shopping. I know I will. I'm sure you will. And part of that, of course, is something that we don't always think about, and that part is safety.
We sometimes neglect safety during the holidays. People get wrapped up in the season and they do kind of overlook those things, yes.
All right, so let's start with going out to stores. I decide I just got to go out and I've got to do that shopping and hit the stores. What are some things I need to think about when I'm going, when I'm there?
One of the most prolific crimes during the holiday season is auto trespasses, where people break into cars and they're stealing items inside the cars. It's big during the holidays because people are shopping and they've got a whole bunch of gifts in their car. They're going from store to store, and things get stolen from the cars. One of the biggest tips that I can give them is to actually try and go to home between stores, so you can actually put things away, so you're not piling thousands of dollars of gifts in your vehicle. If you can't do that, at least make an effort to hide those gifts. Put them in the trunk rather than in the back seat. Just don't make it obvious that you've got expensive items in your vehicle.
Well, and that's a really good tip, and I know my mom, I mentioned my mom's always told me, make sure that you hide those gifts. And of course, some of the things that maybe aren't gift oriented, but you're just not really focused on kind of what you're doing, making sure that that purse or those important items like, I don't know, like an iPad or those kinds of things aren't sitting out in the open.
Yeah, never leave anything in the open in a vehicle that's got any value to it. It just adds temptation to something that's already there. It's like leaving the Christmas present open and everyone knows what's in it, so they just want to open it that much quicker.
Yeah. All right, so I've done my shopping at the store, and now I am kind of thinking, I didn't get everything that I wanted. I'm going to go do some shopping online. I know there's all kinds of things out there and dangers that come with that. What's some tips that we can think about when we're shopping online?
Online shopping is it's safe to a point. You just have to be really careful about where you're shopping. Make sure that it's a credible website, that it's not something that's just kind of out of the blue. Chances are you're going to be safe. A lot of times the bigger bargain is the one that's going to get you in the biggest trouble. If it looks like the price is just out of this world great, it's probably too good to be true. If it feels like it's too good to be true, don't shop on that site. Chances are there may be something illegal about it, or they may be trying to trap information from you.
All right, and I may not necessarily be doing this on my computer at home. I may be doing it on my cell phone, those kinds of things. And of course, we want to make sure people aren't getting our information off of those phones.
Cell phones, with the advent of the smartphone, everybody's shopping online through smartphones. The biggest thing that I can say is don't use wireless networks that you're not familiar with.
Okay.
There tends to be less security at your public places where there's public access to Wi-Fi. They're much less secure. So if you're going to shop online using your smartphone or wireless device, do it on a secure network through either your secure network at home or through the wireless network itself.
Okay, well that's a really good one I had never thought of before. And so now I'm heading home. I've got all this, but it's like you mentioned, we have the Christmas tree and all the presents sitting out, but we certainly need to think about safety at home as well.
Yeah, during the Christmas season, keeping your blinds closed is one thing that helps, just so you're not advertising what's going on inside your home. After the Christmas season is also another big thing. We see a lot of people that they'll get big gifts, they'll get TVs or other big high expensive electronic items for Christmas, and they'll immediately take the boxes out whole and they'll just leave them by the curb.
Right.
Well, that's an obvious invitation to somebody. They drive by and they see that there's all these boxes of big expensive items sitting in the trash. They know what's inside your house. Take the time to break the boxes down and actually put them inside the trash receptacle so that they're not visible from outside, and that way you're just kind of protecting yourself. You're not advertising what you've got in your home.
All right, well, all of those are some great tips and definitely some things that we want to keep in mind. And of course, we want to make sure that everybody's being careful out there in the parking lots and be friendly and festive and holiday-y.
Yeah, remember that it is the holidays, and I know everybody's in a hurry. Be safe in the parking lots. The weather tends to drive people out, and it causes accidents. Be careful walking to and from your vehicle and driving in the parking lots, and just be courteous to everybody around you.
All right, well, Officer Bird, thank you so much for being here today, and hopefully everybody will be a little bit safer this year.
I hope so. Thank you.
All right, so make sure that you're staying safe out there for your holiday shopping, and keep in touch with these guys on Facebook.com at Greeley Police Department.